Hey man, thanks for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures. Today's episode, we'll be talking about A Christmas Story, the Cleveland filming locations. Set in the 1940s, A Christmas Story is the tale of young Ralphie Parker who dreams of owning a Red Ryder BB gun. He tries to convince everyone it's the perfect holiday gift, but along the way, he runs into opposition from his parents, his favorite teacher, and even Santa Claus himself. Released in theaters over the 1983 holiday season, A Christmas Story had very modest success initially. It was not until the late 1990s when Turner Broadcasting began their 24-hour Christmas Story marathon on TBS and later TNT that it became the Christmas holiday phenomenon that it is today. The immense popularity of A Christmas Story has resulted in such catchphrases as Triple Dog Dare Ya and Fragile becoming part of the American vernacular. And Amazon once boasted, if you stacked every Christmas Story leg lamp purchased by Amazon customers this holiday season, the height would reach the top of Mount Everest. Cleveland was chosen as one of the primary filming locations for A Christmas Story based on Higbee's department store agreeing to let them shoot several scenes there. Unfortunately, Higbee's did not reap the rewards of the popularity of A Christmas Story, which did not occur until the late 1990s. Higbee's became Dillard's in the early 90s and unfortunately did not share in that success. Higbee's department store was part of the Terminal Tower complex on Public Square in downtown Cleveland. The department store scenes of A Christmas Story did a magnificent job of showing the magical holiday window displays that were a part of Higbee's annual Christmas tradition. The look of wonder on Ralphie's face and those of the other children gazing at the toys in the window was shared by generations of kids like me who grew up in Cleveland. Keeping Higbee's Cleveland holiday tradition alive, the site's current occupant, Jack Casino, does a fabulous job of capturing the glory of Christmas past, along with a few contemporary touches. The scene where Ralphie visits Santa showcases Higbee's awesome appearance, giving everyone a chance to see how especially beautiful the store was around the holidays. The building's current occupant, Jack Casino, does a wonderful job decorating for the holidays, featuring Higbee's former Christmas tree by the main entrance, along with a few leg lamps hanging from the ceiling. Except for the Santa slide that was built for the movie, not much needed to be changed inside of Higbee's for filming based on how nice the store looked. And while we're on the topic of the Santa slide, the scene where Ralphie visits Santa is one of my favorites in the movie. And the mean elves helping Santa, they're both from Cleveland. How cool is that? The Soldiers and Sailors Monument in Cleveland's public square behind me can be seen in the parade scenes as Ralphie is awaiting his visit to Santa. In the parade scene, Ralphie's seen enough and wants to go see Santa as soon as possible. Here's a quick look at how the Soldiers and Sailors Monument looked in the parade and a similar view today. Based on Higbee's downtown Cleveland location, the producers selected the nearby Tremont neighborhood for the Christmas Story house scenes. The Tremont neighborhood also served as host for filming of the award-winning Deer Hunter. Check out my video on the Cleveland filming of the Deer Hunter when you get a chance. Most folks don't realize the actual Christmas Story house behind me was only used for the exterior scenes. The interior scenes were filmed in a studio in Toronto. Thus, several Christmas Story scenes were filmed, combining an interior house part shot up at the studio in Toronto with an accompanying exterior scene filmed outside the house back in Cleveland. So when Ralphie fantasizes in the kitchen about taking out Black Bart and his gang of desperados to save his family, that part of the scene was filmed in Toronto. But through movie magic, we get to see the backyard of the actual Christmas Story house on West 11th in Cleveland as Black Bart's gang sneak over the shed. The backyard looks a little different today, as the shed's been moved from its original movie location. And you'll notice the sign in the backyard where Ralphie did some Christmas Day Red Ryder BB gun target shooting and almost shot his eye out is still in the backyard also. Another great scene that transitions from the Toronto studio to the Christmas Story house exterior in Cleveland happens when Ralphie's younger brother Randy gets wrapped up like a burrito by his mom, which was filmed in Toronto, followed by the two brothers dashing out the front door, filmed back in Cleveland. When Ralphie quickly catches up with his pals Flick and Schwartz, he stops suddenly upon hearing Randy's cries that he's fallen and can't get up, which was filmed right about here on West 11th, a few doors down from the Christmas Story house as seen in the distance. And finally, after unpacking his major award from its fragile packaging, the old man quickly determines exactly what to do with his new leg lamp. One of the iconic scenes of A Christmas Story is when Ralphie's old man attempts to get the leg lamp positioned just right in the window across the street from me. You could almost hear him exclaiming, "If you could only see it from here." The house, amazingly, was purchased on eBay by Brian Jones, who had a side business creating and selling the leg lamps from the movie. Here's the actual eBay ad back from 2004. Along with the Christmas Story house, Mr. Jones has also put together a Christmas Story house museum, a gift shop, and the new Bumpus house next door. The Christmas Story house was remodeled to closely match how it appeared in the movie's interior studio scenes shot in Toronto and has become a year-round tourist attraction in Cleveland. The museum contains many of the movie's original props and costumes, and the souvenir shop provides the opportunity to buy more types of leg lamp themed merchandise than you could ever imagine. And of course, you can get an actual Red Ryder BB gun. Comes with a disclaimer that you might shoot your eye out. But that's not all. Each December, A Christmas Story house hosts a popular run that finishes up at the house. Many runners wear movie-themed costumes, from pink bunny suits to some unique individuals in full body length leg lamp stockings. The race is a spectacle to see. Gotta warn you though, best to steer clear of any angry owls you might encounter along the way. And when you make it to the finish line, you even get a major award, along with a self-guided tour of the Christmas Story house where you can get some cool photos along with an interactive opportunity with some of the movie props. Did I say fudge? A Christmas Story house is definitely the place to be around the holidays. Thanks again for checking out Billy the Kid Adventures. For more adventures, feel free to check out my graphic novel, Hey You Punks, about my friends and I growing up on Cleveland's gritty near West Side and our transformation from innocent young kids to wild punks. Available on Amazon.com and the link below. Thanks again.